Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Michigan here with another subscriber replay for you. This time we have Bear Claw in the T110E4 on the brand new Outpost map. Well, not so brand new anymore, but the newest addition to the game so far. So, what is the T110E4? Well, this is a Tier 10 American turreted tank destroyer. The other Tier 10 American tank destroyer is the E3, and this is the counterpart of that vehicle. However, it does have a turret, and does make another couple more sacrifices to get that turret. So, right off the bat, you can see the T110E4, while it doesn't go that fast, it doesn't feel sluggish. He's going pretty solidly at about 30-35 kilometers an hour, and while that is partially downhill, it does manage to maintain its speed quite a bit at the time. So, what does the T110E4 sacrifice in order to get this fully rotatable turret? It's going to lose armor. That's what it lacks. So the T110E4 looks very much like a T110E3. Fairly similar there. However, it just does not have the same armor profile. This tank does not have a strong turret. Its cheeks are able to be penned. This big weak point on the top you can see, while it isn't really a weak point on an E3, it is a massive weak point on the E4. So, a trade-off there. It does, however, share the same fantastic 155mm gun that you get on the E3, hitting for 750 damage with pretty good rounds. Let's take a look here. So, its standard rounds have 750 alpha and 295 pen. Quite respectable there. And you're going to see that gun go to work right there as he hits that Contracaro Mark II. Now, Bear Claw here is shooting APCR, which have a amazing 375mm of APCR pen. Again, a trade-off. A lot of these tanks, and look at that, another roll. This tank hits for 750, so you're going to get some of those above rolls. He got 802, and now he's getting a little bit low at 669, but a big hit nonetheless. So a lot of these big caliber guns have heat. However, it's quite interesting having APCR. You're not going to get that same shell normalization that you get with heat, but you're also not going to have to worry about spaced armor. And the HE rounds should be noted, 90 pen, so they are full-blooded HE rounds with 1,100 damage. So if you can get the sides and rear of vehicles, you can really give them some issues firing these rounds in here, especially some of these lower armored vehicles. So, Bear Claw has already put in great 2 shots. You can see with 750 alpha, it's fantastic trading. He takes 443 damage from the Contracaro Mark II, but he dishes out 802 in return, so almost double. Now, Bear Claw is a fairly patient player. He's just going to sit on this corner and wait. There's a Type 4 Heavy and a Panzer 7, one of my least favorite tanks in this game. I just find it not to be very competitive. However, it's still a 2v1, and he doesn't want to rush into it. That Type 4 can hit for quite a bit. I believe 600 damage if he's using the top gun. And that Panzer 7 hits for about 560. So, just kind of playing in the corner here. It's nice having a turret in this scenario because he is able to side scrape it. E3, to sit on this corner, would have to completely expose his lower plate. You can see while Bear Claw is exposing a tiny little section there, for the most part it's pretty much covered, and he's really baiting vehicles into shooting his tracks. Now, he does have one mark of excellence, clearly not his first time playing with this, as well as a fairly nice skin that I actually quite like. Gonna get a good shot off there. 825, getting 75 over on that roll, and that Type 4 Heavy hit him for 450 damage, so he's not using the stock gun. Even if he had penned it, that would have been a fantastic trade there. What a roll for this vehicle. He's going to go around the corner looking to finish off this Type 5. There's the Panzer 7. He's going to slowly creep out. Panzer 7 bounces him. He bounces the Panzer 7. The 113 misses. Quite lucky there. I believe he did expose his drive wheel. As he came around the corner, here comes the 113. He's wiggling his tank. The 113 opts to shoot the Super Conqueror behind him. Great shot there by Bear Claw, going for the Panzer 7's drive wheel. And getting a decent 700 damage as well. The Panzer 7 burned his repair kit and got tracked again, which allows Bear Claw to put another good shot in there. Unfortunately, he low rolls on both of those. 711 and 704, about 40 to 50 under what he should be rolling for. But that puts Bearclaw up to 3,711 damage here. You can see while the armor isn't great, it's definitely not bad. He's blocked 1,500. Unlucky shot there. It was green for a second. I think that 113 just over-angled, making that plate a little too thick to overmatch. I'm not sure what the 113 side armor is, but no worries. His friend in the Super Conqueror behind him finishes him off. Type 4 Heavy knocks out Bearclaw's ammo rack, doing 480 damage, but Bearclaw is going to press ahead and finish off that Type 4. Bearclaw's got about 10 seconds left, so not too bad there to get his ammo rack back up. And the E4 rolls behind cover. The S-Conk takes a big hit from that E4, but it wasn't Bearclaw, so I'm sure he's fine with that. Artie's going to put a nice shot into that, bringing him down to a 2-hit. And Bearclaw's going to go for it here. Now, it should be mentioned, the team isn't doing horribly, but they're not doing great either. Great job there, 748, right on the money for what this tank rolls for. So the team is even on tanks, and after that shot, they're only down about, well, now they're down 3,000 hit points. They were only down just shy of 1,000 before, as the Jagdpanzer E100, I presume, gets completely wiped out all at once. And now Bearclaw is going to make the tough decision to drive all the way back around to his cap circle. Now this is a great time to analyze flatline speed here. You can see when he's not turning, he is doing about 33, 34, occasionally touching that 35 mark. Team now down 2 vehicles and 4,600 health. Bearclaw's going to have his work cut out for him here. Up to almost 5,000 damage. He did get some assists in there, I presume, from tracking that Panzer 7. And the team's going to climb back. 1 kill, go back down to 2, and pretty much end up right where they started. Just losing tanks, trading 1 for 1. Unfortunately, as the phase 1 goes down, they're now down 3 tanks instead of the 2, but they did gain a little bit back in the hit point department. T110E4 is in deep trouble there. Takes a shot at the Sheridan. What a shot there. I wouldn't have taken that shot, but Bearclaw doesn't see anything else to shoot at, takes the risk, and gets a fantastic hit in there. Way to aim that one, hitting for 827 damage. Now taking a look at the Leopard, who's poking 809, making up for all those low rolls. The S-Conk is in trouble with the Kunze-Panzer, who's going to finish off that S-Conqueror. And Bearclaw, instead of taking another shot at the Leopard, is going to make sure to finish off the threat on his rear. Kunze-Panzer hits the T-92. Bearclaw's going around to just try and help his arty out so he doesn't take another hit and die, and luckily he manages to finish off that tier 9 German medium tank, and is now going to face his next contestant over here, who ends up getting killed by the standard B. His team is still down 3 tanks, climbed about 100 in the hit point department, and Bearclaw is up to 6,603 kills. In terms of map positioning here, all 3 of his teammates are jammed into one corner, and that's going to cause some problems to be outflanked. Loading up, gets a fire on the Sturv 1030. Looks like he has an automatic fire extinguisher. Isn't going to get more than the initial fire of 60 damage, but he does roll for 790, so quite a nice roll there. Artie's going to finish off that Sturv. Way to go to that Artie for focusing that tank out. Looking for a shot there on the Sheridan, doesn't get it. Does find the AMX M451, a super dangerous tier 9 French heavy tank. One of the best in the game, and he's going to take that vehicle off, putting him up to 7,928 damage. The Sturv finishes off the Artie, unfortunately. The 50B is going to finish off the prototype, and now it is just the 2 of them. Unfortunately, the 50B has the Sturv behind him. Looks like he rolls all the way around, a very quick Swedish TD there. And the 50B now feels that he has to go off the Sheridan. There is the Sturv. Bounces it. Unfortunately, that plate is angled very well. A lot of times that would overmatch, but unlucky there. Luckily, he bounces the shot from the Sturv. The 50B is going after that Sheridan. Disaster. The Sheridan finishes off the 50B. Now, Bearclaw here is on the clock. Rushes his shot against the Sturv. Fortunately, he's trying to get up close. The Sturv is firing APCR. He's got 1 shot left. Here comes the Sheridan, and the Artie finishes him off. Unfortunate result there. Bearclaw finishing with 999 damage, 1900 blocked, and 856 spotting. It was such a close game there. If just a couple things have gone right for... If a couple of things had gone right for Bearclaw's team, the 50B finishing off the Sheridan, him penning the shots against the Sturv, it could have gone a different way, but nonetheless a amazing result and a heartbreak for Bearclaw here. Thank you so much for sending this in. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.